Be honest. Have you ever opened your investing app, finger hovering right over that big green buy button, heart racing a little, and then you just closed it? You tell yourself you'll wait until next week, simply because you're gripped by a sudden wave of timing anxiety. Because what if today is the absolute worst day to buy? What if the market crashes tomorrow morning? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Nobody, not the Wall Street experts, not the advanced algorithms, can reliably time the market's peaks and valleys. Trying to guess the exact bottom is a stressful, losing game. But there's a mathematically proven strategy that takes guessing completely out of the equation. It's called dollar cost averaging, or DCA. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how it works, so you never feel paralyzed by when to buy ever again. Dollar cost averaging is refreshingly simple, built around a consistent schedule rather than market hype. Instead of waiting to accumulate a massive lump sum of cash to drop in all at once, you commit to investing a fixed amount of money at perfectly regular intervals, like the first of every month. Let's say your magic number is $200. You put that specific amount to work month after month with total discipline. You aren't checking the nightly news, analyzing complex financial charts, or letting emotions dictate your financial future. You just show up and build your portfolio, piece by piece. And you do it no matter what the market is doing that day. Market up, you invest your $200. Market down, you still invest your $200. By removing the need for predictions, you turn investing into a quiet, automatic habit that works entirely in the background. Let's make this concrete with a simple analogy using apples. Imagine a local fruit stand where the price fluctuations are wild from week to week. On week 1, apples are cheap, only $1 each. Because you decided to spend exactly $20, your budget buys an overflowing basket of 20 whole apples. But the next week, a supply shortage hits, and the price skyrockets to $4 an apple. You don't panic. You still stick to your budget and spend exactly $20. This time, your $20 only secures 5 apples. Your basket looks empty, but you strictly followed the plan. Now look at what happened. By keeping your budget fixed, you automatically bought a lot of apples when they were cheap and fewer when they were expensive. Your average cost per apple balances out beautifully, protecting you from overpaying for a giant pile during an expensive week. Let's swap out those apples for real-world assets, like shares of a stock or an index fund. The exact same mathematical principle applies. When the stock market dips and prices drop lower, your fixed $200 automatically scoops up a much larger number of those discounted shares. Conversely, when the market rallies and prices climb to a temporary peak, that exact same $200 budget buys fewer, more expensive shares. You don't need to stress over predicting these movements in advance. The simple mechanics of the math handle the optimization for you, entirely on autopilot. Over time, this compounding effect builds a substantial pile of accumulated shares. You end up acquiring the majority of your portfolio at a lower average price, entirely bypassing the psychological trap of trying to guess when a fund has hit its absolute rock bottom. To truly appreciate this, let's look at 2 different investors, Jordan and Maya. Jordan saves up a lump sum of $2,400 over the course of a year and decides to drop it all into the market at once. Unfortunately, bad luck strikes, and he invests right at a major market peak. Ouch. Almost immediately, the market takes a sharp dive. Jordan is forced to watch his hard-earned cash shrink in value, clutching his head in absolute panic. This intense emotional stress is exactly what causes many beginners to make mistakes and panic sell their investments at a loss. Meanwhile, Maya invests that same $2,400 but spreads it out at $200 a month. When the market dips, she barely notices. In fact, she's calmly sipping coffee, knowing her next payment buys shares at a discount. Same total investment, but wildly different stress levels. That emotional steadiness is why DCA wins. So here is your ultimate takeaway. Dollar cost averaging means committing to a fixed dollar amount on a fixed recurring schedule, regardless of what the price is doing. It transforms investing from an erratic, high-stakes emotional gamble into a systematic, predictable routine that builds long-term wealth. By buying more shares when prices are low and fewer when they are high, your average cost smooths out beautifully over time. You don't need a crystal ball or financial genius to succeed. You just need the patience to keep showing up and letting the math work. If this breakdown helped make the stock market feel a little less intimidating, hit that subscribe button. And the best part? If your brokerage platform supports recurring investments, you can easily automate this entire process in under 5 minutes, letting your portfolio grow completely on autopilot. Appreciate you hanging out today. See you in the next one.